Hello YouTube, my name is Nero. Today we have some more Call of Duty World War II. Welcome back to the beta, ladies and gentlemen. A new patch is now out for Call of Duty World War II on the PlayStation 4, which allows people who have an early copy of the game to play offline. This of course means they are able to play the campaign, the multiplayer against bots, and of course zombies. And as expected, lots of information about Call of Duty World War II is flooding the internet. The downside is it appears they are actually playing an incomplete build of the game. Several multiplayer maps, score streaks, and game modes appear to be missing from the game and will be likely added to Call of Duty World War II once the online servers become active. Of course, Activision is completely aware that all of these leaks are happening, and they are going on a massive copyright striking spree, and fansite Charlie Intel, which has a lot of very close ties with Activision, is claiming that players can have their accounts banned for streaming or posting gameplay of Call of Duty World War II early. So keep that in mind. If you do have the game early, you may be banned for posting stuff up. So if you do post things, blur out your gamer tag, blur out your PlayStation ID. I would say this scare tactic by Activision is actually working because leaks are somewhat few and far between, despite some people out there having access to pretty much the entirety of the game. You would think that pretty much the entire World War II experience would be spoiled by now, but we are actually quite limited when it comes to new information today. There are videos out there showing early multiplayer footage on maps that we haven't seen before. There are some 30-minute videos of zombies out there, and of course we have some images of camos and menus and reticles and stuff like that, and I'm going to try and link you guys to that down there in the description. But again, Activision's doing a great job of taking all that stuff down. So regardless, I'm going to try my best to give you guys some new Call of Duty World War II information here in this video, so hopefully you guys will all sit back, relax, and enjoy. Let's start things off here with the campaign. I will not spoil the campaign for you guys, but if you want to be spoiled, I can put links in the description that will spoil the campaign for you. I would like to say this: there is one player who beat the entire campaign in one sitting on the normal difficulty, and it took him about 5 hours. That's all I'm going to say. I don't want to spoil the campaign because obviously I don't want to spoil it for myself either. Like, I plan on actually playing the thing, so I don't want to know the ending. I don't know what happens or anything like that, but I did read that it took him about 5 hours to beat it, so now you have an idea of how long it's actually going to take you. And keep in mind, if you play on a harder difficulty like Hardened or Veteran, it's probably going to take you more than 5 hours. Make it 6 or 7 depending on your difficulty. Next up, let's talk about the multiplayer a little bit. Now, as I said, there is not a ton of new information. There's gameplay for us to watch, but not really a whole lot of new information. Previous weapon, map, and score streak leaks were correct, and one thing I noticed while watching some early gameplay is that a few of the weapons sound different compared to how they sounded in the beta. One example is the STG-44. It makes a much more metally sound now compared to what it used to sound like, which is actually a very good change in my opinion, because as somebody who played a lot of the beta, after a while, every gun in the game sounded the same. They were all just really bassy, right? And it was pretty hard to distinguish one weapon from another if it was like across the map or something like that. Whereas in other Call of Duty games, I could be halfway across the map, and if you start shooting an STG-44, I know for a fact you're shooting an STG-44. I know the difference between that and a Thompson and an M1A1 and a Gewehr and an M1 Garand. Like, they're all very distinguishable, whereas that's not really the case in Call of Duty World War II, but based off the gameplay I've seen so far, it sounds like they're actually working on that a little bit. So we're going to have to see how it plays out, but it appears they're actually going to be making some changes to the weapon sounds within the game. Also, if you're a fan of the hardcore modes, I know you guys get no love whatsoever here in the Call of Duty franchise. It turns out this year, Sledgehammer Games has your back. Not only will Hardcore War be a feature, but you will also have Hardcore Team Deathmatch, Domination, Hardpoint, Capture the Flag, Search and Destroy, Kill Confirmed, Free-for-all, and Gridiron. And interestingly enough, in the build they're playing right now, Gridiron, which is the remake of Uplink for those that don't know, it's actually called Football, which is really weird. I imagine they're going to change that, but yeah, Gridiron is right now called Football. Aside from that, unfortunately, there is not too much new multiplayer information to discuss. I can put links in the description to show you guys some of the camos and the reticles, but again, Activision is taking down pretty much everything, so try and get a peek of it while you can, but chances are they're going to take down my links as well. Next up, we have zombies. I don't want to spoil anything, just like the campaign. I know how people get very upset if you spoil things about zombies, so I will just say this. If you are a fan of Treyarch zombies, I think you will like World War II zombies. It has a lot of Treyarch staples, but it also has a lot of very unique gameplay elements that I think will help it stand on its own. I've watched a 30-minute video of the game, and it looks freaking incredible. Like, zombies looks really awesome this year. But I do feel as though I need to say this, and please forgive me if you guys consider this to be a spoiler. I do not think it's a spoiler, but rather a feature that you need to know about if you're planning on purchasing the game. There will be more than one zombies map shipped with Call of Duty World War II. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. I will not go into detail whatsoever. If you would like to spoil yourself, I can put links down there in the description, but just know that there is more than one zombies map that is going to be in this game by default. I feel as though if you plan on buying the game, you should know what's actually in the game, and you should know about the second zombies map. I'm not going to go into detail once again, but you should know about that. And unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, that's pretty much all I have for you guys here in this video. As I said, Activision has done an incredible job of removing leaked content from the internet, but I have a feeling that there are going to be so many leaks coming out in the coming days that they will just simply not be able to keep up. And I, of course, will keep you guys up to date with more information as it becomes available. And again, be sure to check out the links down there in the video's description, but keep in mind that it's entirely likely that Activision will also be removing those as well. So try to get a sneak peek of things while you can if you would like to spoil yourself. And I would like to end off the video here with this. Happy birthday, Call of Duty. For those that don't know, 14 years ago on this day, the original Call of Duty game came out. It's incredible to think of just how long the Call of Duty franchise has been around and just how popular the series has become. The COD franchise has certainly solidified its place in gaming history, and here's the hoping that we can continue to enjoy the series for many, many years to come, assuming Activision doesn't completely ruin it. So once again, I hope you guys all enjoyed this video. Let me know your thoughts down there in the comment section below, and I hope you guys all have a wonderful day.